You need to have energy in life.
Your energy dictates your results.
If you're going to start a company, it takes so much energy that it better overcome your feeling of risk.
Rise and shine!
It's Entspresso time.
Good morning, Believe Nation. I am not a morning person, but when you start your day with a routine that inspires you, it will change your life. So good morning, know that I believe in you, and get ready for a shot of Entspresso from Lewis House.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
That's why the greatest quarterbacks are neutral energy. They'll get a little excited, they'll get a little fist pump in there every now and then, but they're not hyped every play and they're not negative every play. They have this calm, they see the field, you drop a pass and it's like a little bit, let's go, but it's very neutral. Even when you score a touchdown, unless it's maybe the Super Bowl or a big championship at the end of a game, in the middle of the game, you want to keep it pretty like even keel paced, so you can prepare for the best or the worst.
That's great, yeah.
But if you're always up and down, it's like your energy levels will go up and down and you'll be exhausted.
Totally.
You need to have energy in life.
Totally.
And if everything is tied around a story of this is bad, this is wrong, I'm in a bad place, I'm messing up, I'm going broke, that energy is going to pull you away from service.
Exactly.
Or creation, or creativity of how do I get out of this place.
Your energy dictates your results. Think about it. When you have felt positive, motivated, energized, ready to go, courageous, bold, you show up differently, right? You show up differently than when you're feeling depressed, that it's not going to work out, the negative self-talk, someone like you can't do it, you're not getting any momentum, you're not getting the results. Like, think about your own mental state when you are trying to accomplish a goal and the difference between when you have positive energy versus negative energy. It has nothing to do with your skills, it has nothing to do with your potential, it has everything to do with how you're feeling right now, right? It's why I say that lack of belief is the world's #1 problem. You don't believe in yourself enough, you don't have the right energy level, and so you don't go off and create, even though you've got it inside you to do it, and you've got the heart and the mission and the care and the love, and you want to do it. So it's all about changing your energy states. I think there's a misconception that people who are high achievers wake up and just feel energized and motivated and ready to go, right? Today, I did not wake up and say, yes, come on, let's go take on the day, I'm so excited, right? That's not how I woke up. Today I woke up, it was dark outside, it's snowing, as you can tell here, right? It's snowing, look at what Nina's driving through. Stay safe, Nina. Both of our safety depends on it. She's driving through the snowstorm. It's dark outside, and I wake up, and the difference is I don't put my feet on the ground and get all jazzed up and start yelling about what a great day it's going to be. I wake up and I'm tired, and I'm like, why is it so dark outside? Why do we have this snowstorm? I'm thinking about the call I had yesterday with Brendan Burchard on Zoom, and he's showing me his tropical Puerto Rican beach backdrop, and I got Canadian snow happening here right now. The difference is the people who you admire, who have the success, who are the high achievers, they don't wake up like they're superhuman and extra motivated. They're just like you. The difference is they have the habits and the routines where they demand the energy from themselves. They create the energy for themselves. And so there's two things that I want you to start thinking about. How do you do it, right? Like, okay, great, Evan. How do I do it? How do I actually change my energy? How do I get it so that I am feeling powerful, bold, motivated, confident, excited on a daily basis? Because it is possible, and because you know how great you feel, and you know the results that you get when you're feeling that way. So, two things that I want you to keep in mind. The first one is having something in your morning routine that demands that from you. So for me, music is the fastest way to change my state. Music. I have a playlist called the Believe playlist. It's hashtag Believe, all caps, on my main channel. You can go find it. That's the music I listen to every day. That may not be the thing that gets you fired up, but it is for me. Music is the fastest way to change your state because there are some songs that when they come on, when you hear them, it just makes you want to move. You might get up and dance, you might just be nodding your head, you might be tapping your foot, but there are some songs when they come on that make you want to move. It can't just be the same song every day because then you're going to get sick of it and bored of it. But you make a playlist of the different music that when it comes on, it forces you to shift your state. We often put on the music for how we currently feel. So when you're sad and low and depressed or upset, you put on music that makes you feel reinforced in your sad and low and depressed and upset states. When you're sad and low, you don't put on music to make you feel better. You put on music to keep you where you are. That's the problem. That then what? It keeps you where you are, right? When you put on the music for how you currently feel, it keeps you where you are. Where what you want to do is use music to shift your state. So when you're feeling not so motivated, when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling low, you put on music that gets you up. And what's going to happen? You're going to feel a little bit more up. So putting that as a part of your daily routine. Daily routine. It matters. It makes a difference. If you started your day with music that would make you feel energized, pumped up, motivated, ready to go, if you started your day with that, your day will look different. Your days will look different. Your weeks will then look different. Your months will look different. And the things that you accomplish will look dramatically different. Okay? So that's a daily basis. I need you to shift your morning routine to incorporate something like that. Just try it. Try it for a week and see how you feel. It'll make a difference, I promise. Step number 2 is reacting to the moment. So that's what we do step number 1 is what we do on a daily basis in the morning. Step number 2 is when we have something that we come across that makes us feel less confident, that makes us feel scared, that is a big opportunity, that makes us question ourselves, doubt ourselves. When you look at your calendar, or you look at your emails, or you look at the results and you're seeing that you're not where you want to be. The tendency is to beat ourselves up. The tendency is to play scared. The tendency is to act small. The tendency is to procrastinate and go do something else, right? You know, I've been there, you've been there, maybe you are there right now, you know what I'm talking about. Energy is now the reason why we're staying where we are. So how do we shift our energy? In those moments, 1, remind yourself that you do difficult things. You do difficult things. That if it's hard, that if it's scary, that it's difficult, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna show up, you're gonna do it. Because you do difficult things. It cuts the brain out of the equation. Because now it's time to show yourself what you can do. Instead of overthinking, over-procrastinating, and being overly scared. And the second thing is you default to service. You're starting this business for a reason, right? I mean, you're doing this to try to help people. You struggled through something, you came through it, you want to help other people. Yes, we need to make money. Yes, money needs to be in our top 5 list of priorities. And you're here to serve, you're here to help, you're here to share your story and your gifts with the world. You know that that's possible. You know that there are millions of people who are struggling with the thing that you struggled through, and they need your help, they need your voice, they need your encouragement, they need your hope, they need your support, they need you. They need you to show up. They need you to stop being scared. They need you to stop playing small. They need you. Because your message might save somebody's life today. That's real. That's not just hyperbole, that's real, that happens. Somebody might take their life today, and your message could be the thing that saves them. But you're not doing it because you're scared and you want to play small, because your energy's in the wrong state. You're in the wrong zone. So you shift it by focusing on service. Stop thinking about all the things that you don't have, all the views that you don't have, all the money that you don't have, and think about what you can do with what you do have. And that the thing you're making today might save one person. Just shift it to that. And what it does is, that little shift, what's the point? Who cares? It's just motivation. The whole point of motivation and shifting your energy is that it gives you the courage to then go do something. Just getting motivated is not enough. It's why I share that a lot in this video. You know, you'll see something at the end where I'm going to talk about, hey, if you just watch a video and get motivated, you have a 35% chance of following through. But if you actually create a plan of action, it jumps that percent to 91%, right? That's where you need to be. The whole point of motivation is to give you the courage to then do something. To take action. So I'm a big believer in energy states. I think the biggest problem for most people is, 1, you think that successful people are just some weird breed. They're not. They're just like you and I. The difference is successful people start the day with a thing that gets them feeling. They demand that energy for themselves. They create that energy for themselves. They don't wake up with energy. And then 2, when they're in the fear zone, when their brain is about to tell them to play small, play it safe, don't do that scary thing, here's all the reasons why you're not going to win, they demand positive energy again. One, by saying that they do difficult things, and two, by focusing on service. Focus on service and the good that you're trying to do, that even if it doesn't get the result you want, the intention is still to help, to serve, and to do something powerful for yourself, for the people around you, and for the world. Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. I want to know what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week to act on it. When you watch a video and just get motivated, the science says you have a 35% chance of actually following through. But when you get motivated and create a specific action plan, you jump from 35% to 91% chance of you following through. That's what I want for you. And then when you commit to other people, the chances of you following through are 95%. So let's make it happen, Believe Nation. We don't just watch videos here, we do something about it. What was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? Let me know, put it down in the comments below so I can celebrate you.
Good book by my man, Evan Carmichael, Built to Serve. If you want to learn about your purpose and how to become a better leader in the world, I love this. He says, this is the starting point for everything. If you're confused about what to do next, if you're pressured by others to fit in or live their version of your life, if you feel held back because of people judging you, it's because you don't know who you are and what you stand for. You got to figure out who you are and what you want and how you can serve other people.
When I started Microsoft, I didn't think of it as all that risky. I mean, I was so excited about what we were doing. It's true I could have gone bankrupt, but you know, I had a set of skills that were highly employable, and in fact, my parents were still willing to let me go back to Harvard and finish my education if I wanted to.
You've always got a job with me, Bill.
And the thing that was scary to me wasn't quitting and starting the company. It was when I started hiring my friends and they expected to be paid. And then we had customers who went bankrupt, customers that I'd counted on to come through. And so then I got this incredibly conservative approach that I wanted to have enough money in the bank to pay a year's worth of payroll, even if we didn't get any payments coming in. And you know, I'm almost true to that the whole time. We have about 10 billion now, which is pretty much enough for the next year. Anyway, you know, if you're going to start a company, it takes so much energy that you know it better overcome your feeling of risk. I don't think that you necessarily, if you're going to start a company, should do it at the start of your career. I think there's a lot to be said for working for a company, learning how they do things. You know, if you're young, it's hard to go lease premises. They made that hard for me. You couldn't rent a car when you were under 25 at the time, so I was always taking taxis to go see customers. And the people would, you know, people would say, well, we're going to go have a discussion in the bar. Well, I couldn't go to the bar. But you know, that's fun because I'll tell you, when people are first skeptical and they think, oh, this kid doesn't know anything, then when you show them you've really got a good product and you know something, they actually tend to go overboard and they think, whoa, you know, they know a lot. Let's really do an incredible amount with these people. So our youth, at least in this country, was a huge asset for us once we reached a certain threshold. It is hard. It's hard to hire older people because they'll be a little bit conservative about whether they should come and take the risk. And it took 3 or 4 years before we could go out into the normal sort of employment pool. But those problems that come with starting a firm, you better think of those as part of the pleasure, part of the challenge that is part of the excitement.
If you want another awesome video with Lewis Howes, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
I think at our core, that's our deepest fear, that we're not going to feel love from someone.
Authenticity comes from vulnerability. And until you let people see the scabs, the warts, the insecurities, the fears, they'll never connect with you.